The NBA career of Luka Doncic is only 3 games old, but we've already seen so much from him. Let's look back at some of the smartest plays from Luka Doncic so far. These aren't just your normal highlight plays or your good plays. These are the smart plays, the 200 IQ plays that we've seen from Luka so far. So let's take a look at some of his passes and some of his buckets that just show how smart of a basketball player Luka Doncic really is. Let's take a look. On this first play, we see Luka get a post up on Derrick Rose and try to spin, hits him, and does more of a fall away than a fade away. And then one possession later, he takes a pick from DeAndre Jordan, and the goal is to get the ball back to DeAndre, but when Rose catches up to him, he uses his body to balance and hits this tough one-handed floater. Against the Phoenix Suns, Luka got a post up on Devin Booker, spins, and gets into the lane, and we see him cradle the ball. ESPN does a replay, and we see him cradle the ball so DeAndre Ayton can't get a swipe at it. Right there, he holds the ball, DeAndre Ayton tries to swipe at it, can't get it, and Luka is able to finish at the rim. On this play, we see a nice touch pass from Luka over to Dorian, who drives into the paint and gets the ball stolen by Taj Gibson. Luka then tracks down the ball, taps it to himself, adjusts, and hit the three, and gets so hyped, and the whole crowd gets hyped. But what's really 200 IQ about this play is when Luka is able to get the ball, we see him tap it back to himself, and right here, we see him look down at the floor, see the three-point line, and then turn around and hit the three from there. On this step back against Andrew Wiggins, he just has control of Andrew Wiggins' body. He fakes right, gets him totally off balance, steps back, and nails the shot right in his face. This is 2 fast break plays against the Bulls. On this first one, Luka notices that Levine and Portis get confused on the matchup, and Luka is able to just drive in the paint and score on all 3 of them with a floater in the lane. And then on this next play, after we get the turnover, Luka gets the ball, drives all the way, and sees that Wendell and Zach LaVine give him way too much space and hits a shot right in their face. This is an excellent display of Luka's variety in his offensive game, where we can see him drive into the paint, hit a floater like this in traffic, and then we see him on the very next play stop, pop, body control, hit the three. All right, let's start talking about Luka Doncic's passes. Here's a nice one. He gets a pick and roll behind the back to DeAndre Jordan for the flush. Really smart play by Luka. And then we see another one here on a fast break. Looks like he's driving the rim left. Every Sun stops and looks at him, and then he passes back right to an open DeAndre Jordan. Now on this play, Dwight Powell almost gets a steal, but Wendell Carter comes up with it. Dwight Powell tips the pass, and Luka Doncic goes straight into the basket. Wendell Carter taps the ball, and Luka mind controls it into the basket. Now on this play, off of a floppy action, Luka gets the ball at the top of the key. He calls for the pick from DeAndre, takes it eventually, goes left, and stops, and sees the double team coming, hits Wes Matthews in the corner, just has eyes in the back of his head and knows that Wes is going to be there for the open shot. And then on the very next possession, Wes misses this three right here. Wiggins almost gets the rebound. Dorian gets the rebound. He passes. Josh Okogie is almost going to throw it at Luka, but he recognizes it, and then he ducks out of the way, and Jeff Skin Wade was very impressed by this.
Did Luka anticipate him throwing the ball off of him and jump in advance of that? Some basketball savvy.
No Jeff Skin Wade. That's called 200 IQ. And here's another play where Luka has eyes in the back of his head and finds Dorian Finney-Smith in the corner for a three. Man, at this point, why are teams even doubling Luka Doncic? We see this again here. He goes over in the corner. He gets the double team over. Double team comes from Holiday, and Luka finds Wes Matthews that nice one-handed cross-court pass. Wes swings it over to Nesmith Jr. for a three. Now, this is the greatest one yet, and you've probably already seen this, and it's really hard to even try to describe what this is that Luka does right here. But the best way that I can do is that he tries to do this show and go, but taps the ball on the back of Justin Holiday. We'll watch it here on the replay. Drives down to the paint, gets Justin to jump, hits the ball off his back, and is able to dish it to DeAndre Jordan. Now, if we watch the replay right here, he moves his right pivot foot a couple times. It's probably a travel, depending on how you feel the intentions were for that pivot foot, but such a great player from Luka Doncic. 200 IQ, if I do say so myself. Let's just watch this again, and remember, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the bell so you get all the videos. Follow me on Twitter at NickVanExit for all kinds of Mavs coverage. Thanks, and we'll be back again soon.